Hi, can you hear me? Um, Hopefully you can, because I'm here and you're there wherever that there might be. Good morning. Well, and it's morning here, and or it's afternoon or evening wherever you might be. So I hope y'all are having a good one. Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. Before we get things going here, I might as well just go ahead and do this. Remind everybody, hit the old like and subscribe if on your way in, if you aren't already. If you don't like it, do a down check. And as it says there, right here, let me move this a little bit further here. I can see it a little better. As you can see right there, my name's Brian, and I'm a poet. And on this show, we do poetry. Sometimes mine. Good morning, pizza. Sometimes my own, but most of the time on this particular show. Good afternoon, Irish Mark. See, there's two differences in relativity there. It's too early in the morning. So, on this show, we do poetry. But what kind of poetry do you do? We do cool poetry. Well, cool's relative too. So, no, seriously. Seriously, I take old poetry and I turn it into music with the dreaded AI. But it's cool, and we do live reactions. And that's why we're here. That's why I call it poetry with a twist. So let's go ahead and, without further ado, because it's been a morning. I'm exhausted because I've been way too busy, and I've been having fun, school and all that stuff. And that's the wrong thing there. So what do we do here? We do this. We share a screen first. Bring that one up here. Get your crap together, Brian. It's taken 53 years and I haven't got my crap together yet. So I'm just pretty much just going to go with the flow. Because what we got here today, we got these fellas. Mostly. Got this dude here, William Vaughn Moody. He's one of our good ones. He's produced some really interesting stuff with his work. A gray day. It's kind of fitting because it is a gray day outside. So, and I put this show together this morning. So you're gonna be as surprised by it as I am, or I'm going to be as surprised by it as you are. Yeah, that's the difference that's the biggest difference. We'll get to that. So here we got Sonnet 116, William Shakespeare. See, this is the first half is of the three Williamses because we got the circus animals desertion. This is about the writing process. William Butler Yeats. I woke up exhausted thinking I need some jump leads to spark some life. Oh yeah, that's what the coffee's for. All right, so we got this guy here, the third of our three Williamses. Then we're going on to Wallace Stevens. Hadn't done him in a while. This one might be interesting, because he hardly ever used rhyme. Well, I've never ever seen a picture of this guy. Wow. Interesting. I've studied his poetry for years and never knew what he looked like. Now, this person here is the I don't want to say token female, but the only female for today. She went by in her day by HD because, misogyny. But Hilda Doolittle, Lath. And good morning to you.
Your device isn't set up yet. To get started, download the Google Home app on a phone or tablet.
Oh, don't you just love technology? So yes, I know my device has not been paired or whatever. Yes, Mona, how's it going, Fat Grammy? By the way, great lives yesterday. Joy Vila. We'll talk about that later. Because we got rounding it out, Robert Frost, Wind in the Flower. So stop sharing. Go back here. Oh yeah, that one you did with the one you did with Joy yesterday was actually pretty good. I can only take. Joy seems to be very demonstrative, and it's kind of I don't know. Yeah. Oh. All right. So we're just going to go ahead and get into it because here, get the chat overlay going so people can see what they're saying. There it populates. So, like, subscribe, all that stuff because yay. Oh, I want to report here. I'll share this here. We are at, thanks to our Kathy Scroggins. Let me share this here. Share screen again. Share the screen again. And this one here. We're at 449. Thanks to our Kathy Scroggins. She told me yesterday. She's like, but look here, I uploaded that one song for Style, and it's a short, but dude, it's gotten like almost over 600 views, and my stuff doesn't get that many views, so that's pretty cool. And of course, we're right here, so so like and subscribe and all that stuff. And there we are. And I've been talking too long, so I'm surprised you guys are still here, which means either you guys are really, really like what I do or gluttons for punishment. No. Self-deprecating humor aside, we got a show to do because I have to go to school. Oh, and yes, pizza. I'm having fun, which is the big difference between what I'm, the anxiety is still there and all that other stuff because, that's just part of who I am, But when you got this stuff to look forward to, here, a Gray Day, William Vaughn Moody, version 1. And I'll talk later.
Have ever found the way
Yes, with a heavy sea shanty. Love it. You're going to hear that one again. That was cool. I liked it. I like how they do that. Or that put that piratey quality to the singer. Make it because being a sailor, it gets in your blood and it never goes away. Lord, I miss the ocean. I need to see the ocean soon. Oh, all right. Let's just go ahead and play the second one. This one's our first of our 4-minuters. So I don't know if we should be scared or not. Here we go.
Gray drizzling mist, the moorlands drape, rain whitens the dead sea. From headland dim to sullen cape, gray sails creep wearily. I know not how that merchant man has found the heart, but 'tis her plan, seaward her endless course to shape. Unreal as insects that appall a drunkard's peevish brain, or the gray deep the dories crawl, four-legged with rowers twain, midgets and minims of the earth, across old ocean's vasty girth, toiling, heroic, comical. I wonder how that merchant's crew have ever found the will. I wonder what the fishers do to keep them toiling still. I wonder how the heart of man has patience to live out its span, or wait until its dreams come true. I wonder how that merchant's crew have ever found the will. I wonder what the fishers do to keep them toiling still. I wonder how the heart of man has patience to live out its span, or wait until its dreams come true. Or wait until its dreams come true.
And good morning, House. How art thou? Yeah, very nice. I'm like, is this going to be a snoozer or is it going to be like way too much Disney-esque Broadway? But it grew on me. That's really cool. Absolutely lovely. So, wow. Two totally different interpretations, but both pretty freaking cool. So, maybe I should put together a show at last minute more often. No. Here we go. All right. We are going to our second of our three Williamses in the first half of our show. This one of the Shakespearean variety, the Bard himself, Sonnet 116. Here we go.
Marriage of true minds, admit impediments to love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose worth's unknown, although his height be taken. Love's not time's fool, the rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. If this be error and upon me proved, I never lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. If this be error and upon me proves, I never writ, nor no man ever loved. An ever fixed mark that looks on tempest and is never shaken.
Well, that was pretty freaking cool. I ain't got much to say about that. I liked it. How about y'all? What y'all think? And while y'all mulling that over, I'm going to play the second version of it, which is about 30 seconds longer. So here we go.
Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever-fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering whose worth's unknown, although his height be taken. Love's not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. If this be error and upon me proved, I never writ, nor no man ever loved. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with a mover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose worth's unknown, although his height be taken. Love's not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. I never writ, nor no man ever loved.
Yes, Becky, that's Indigo. How's it going, Becky? You are up early this morning. Excuse me. There, that last hit was a very robust one. Yeah, thanks for joining us, Becky. Seeing all that madness over there, get concerned for all the people that we know and everything. Yes, it's been a long while since you've, because I've been going on mainly in the morning doing this stuff here. Yeah. So if you like what we do, if you like what you hear, tell your friends, because I want to get monetized. Because we got some cool stuff here. Like all 4 tracks today have been cool. See, and there's more of a consensus on that one with number 2. I like the number 1 better. I might cover it, but both of these I'll play them both, because they're both were cool. So we're here at this point at the 3rd of the Trace Williamses. Another channel favorite, William Butler Yeats. So yeah, let's just go ahead. These 2 are both 4 minutes each, so I don't know if they're going to cut us off or whatever. Yeah, I know that's what I gather. Yeah, a lot of this depends on where you get your information from. I would rather get it from sources like you guys, you, Streets, Jessica, Matt, In-Ring, all those people that, watching everything. Like, yeah, it's crazy, but at least it's a concentrated crazy. And from what I saw last night watching Streets and Jessica, quite peaceful. The other day, you know, those unfortunately, those poor self-driving cars got demolished. Hey, the more the merrier. Share my channel, please. You know, and if you're not already subscribed to Becky, please subscribe to Becky. You know, I'm pretty sure everybody here is already, but if y'all want to, put her link in the chat, because, you know, it's nice to have you here. But yeah, it's good to get you know, on the ground, know from people you can trust. You know, I trust Streets, Jessica, and you. You know, like I told you the other day or yesterday, I don't get bad vibes from you. You know, so let's see if we get bad vibes from this one.
I sought a theme and sought for it in vain. I sought it daily for 6 weeks or so. Maybe at last, being but a broken man, I must be satisfied with my heart. Although winter and summer till old age began, my circus animals were all on show. Those stilted boys, that burnished chariot, lion and woman, and the Lord knows what. What can I but enumerate old themes? First, that sea rider, oison led by the nose, allegorical dreams, vain gaiety, vain battle, vain repose. Fountains of the embittered heart, or so it seems, that might adorn old songs or courtly shows. But what cared I that set him on to ride? I starved for the bosom of his fairy bride. And then a counter-truth filled out its play. The Countess Kathleen was the name I gave it. She, pity-crazed, had given her soul away, but masterful heaven had intervened to save it. I thought my dear must her own soul destroy, so did fanaticism and hate enslave it. And this brought forth a dream, and soon enough this dream itself had all my thought and love. And when the fool and blind man stole the bread, cocoon fought the ungovernable sea. Heart mysteries there, and yet when all is said, it was the dream itself enchanted me. By a deed to engross the present and dominate memory. Players and painted stage took all my love, and not those things that they were emblems of. Those masterful images, because complete, grew in pure mind, but out of what began a mound of refuse, or the sweepings of a street, old kettles, old bottles, and a broken can.
I knew it was going to do it to us. Oh, that was cool. Yeah, I'm going to have to run that through 4.5. Yes, I'm definitely going to have to run that through 4.5 because that is another example of the ex-girlfriend. Really cool until they cut us off. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that's what we do here, Becky. I take old poetry and I put it into AI music generators, and we see what we get. And that's an example of one of the ones we get. And I'm going to go ahead and play it because the other one is 4 minutes long. Yes, definitely going to hear a cover of that one using 4.5. Here we go.
I sought a theme and sought for it in vain. I sought it daily for 6 weeks or so. Maybe at last, being but a broken man, I must be satisfied with my heart, although winter and summer till old age began, my circus animals were all on show. Those stilted boys, that burnished chariot, lion and woman, and the Lord knows what. What can I but enumerate old themes? First, that sea rider, poison led by the nose, through 3 enchanted Annas, allegorical dreams, vain gaiety, vain battle, vain repose, thrills of the embittered heart, or so it seems, that might adorn old songs or courtly shows. But what cared I that set him on to ride? I starved for the bosom of his fairy bride. And then a count-truth filled out its play. The Countess Kathleen was the name I gave it. She, pity crazed, had given her soul away, but masterful heaven had intervened to save it. I thought, my dear, must her own soul destroy. So did fanaticism and hate enslave it. And this brought forth a dream, and soon enough, this dream itself had all my thought and love. And when the fool and blind man stole the bread, killing forth the ungovernable sea, heart mysteries there, and yet when all is said, it was the dream itself enchanted me. Character isolated by a deed, to engross the present and dominate memory. Players and painted stage took all my love, not those things that they were emblems of. Those masterful images, because complete, grew in pure mind, but out of what began.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to put that one through the 4.5, get something longer. But both of those were cool. Pizza prefers The first one, yes, the vocals on the first one were better. I don't know. We'll figure that part out. Well, this is the second part I got to figure out here because I got an angsty dog that's probably got to go pee-pee. So this one is the next to the last of our 4-minuters. So here we go. This is Poetry is a Destructive Force, Walt Stevens.
That's what misery is. Nothing to have at heart. It is to have or nothing. It is a thing to have. A lion, an ox in his breast. To feel it breathing there. Corazon, stout dog, young ox, bow-legged bear. He tasted blood, not spit. He is like a man in the body of a violent beast. Its muscles are his own. The lion sleeps in the sun. Its nose is long as paws. It can kill a man.
Death, he is like a man, in the body of a violent beast. Its muscles are his own.
The lion sleeps in the sun. Its nose is on its paws. It can kill no man.
Oh my is right. If it's glitching, just my backyard internet. All right, I gotta go check on the dog. So let's just go ahead. That was a wild one. Even hearing it outside, I was like, "This is freaking cool." All right, I gotta go check on my dog. Here, Wallace Stevens. This is this one here. Hmm.
That's what misery is. Nothing to have at heart. It is to have or nothing. It is a thing to have. A lion, an ox in his breast, to feel it breathing there. Corazon, stout dog, young ox, bow-legged bear. He tastes its blood, not spit. He is like a man in the body of a violent beast. Its muscles are his own. The lion sleeps in the sun. Its nose is on its paws. It can kill a man. The lion sleeps in the sun. Its nose is on its paws. It can kill a man. Corazon, stout dog, young ox, bow-legged bear. He tastes its blood, not spit. He is like a man in the body of a violent beast. Its muscles are his own. The lion sleeps in the sun. Its nose is on its paws. It can kill a man.
Yeah, but just think the two radically different interpretations of this, and Wallace Stevens has come up with some really cool ones. Well, it's come up with some really cool ones from Wallace Stevens and stuff, and both of those were really cool. But yes, Becky said prefer one. You're going to hear that one again. I might also run that one through 4.5. Oh, the other thing, Glitch, that's good. It really woke you up. That's what we're supposed to do here. This is a morning show. After all, I do this practically every morning while I'm in school, not on Friday mornings, because Friday mornings, while school is going on, at least for this summer term I'm going, is test morning. So, and this Friday is going to be, I'm helping my buddy house hunt, and we've got either 2 or 4 houses to go view. I'm going to be so exhausted Friday afternoon, evening. It's going to be pathetic. But we do what we do. And if I hadn't said good morning, Kathy, good morning. It's been a morning, dealing with dogs and this, that, and the other and stuff. But this has been a great show. Mondays was weird. Yesterday I was, I just played music, and today's has just been freaking great so far. And if you think so, this will lead me into doing this because, everything we do here is under fair use and in the public domain. And be sure to like and subscribe and all that stuff. And if you want me to post any of these, to the video parts of my channel, just let me know. I've got 2 out for style. That one that I... Definitely no sucky ones. And remember, the bar for sucking here is either really low or really high, however you want to frame it, which means it's really hard to suck here. We're a pretty forgiving crowd. See, that's cool. I wouldn't have thought about that. That's something to think about now when we re-listen to them, That's cool. Definitely no sucky ones. So, like I said, if you want to hear one of these so you can listen to it and share it with your friends, hey, listen to this cool song, without having to look at me, let me know and I'll just post it like I did those 2 for style. She Walks in Beauty is actually went up at 6:30 this morning, and then I had the other one that was a short that's gotten like over 625 views. that's like, my stuff doesn't get that many views. So hey, cool. All right. Yes, no sucky ones. Definitely no sucky ones. So we got here, we are on the next to the last. Yes, the next to the last one. This one, Hilda Doolittle, or HD, Lathe.
Cover you, nor curtain of crimson, nor fine shelter of cedar would be over you, nor the fir tree, nor the pine, nor sight of wind, a flowering bush, nor wailing of reed bird to waken you, nor of linnet, nor of thrush, no word, nor touch, nor sight of lover
was absolutely lovely. Let's see what this one's about. This one, according to, if you click on the link here, it's what I like about all poetry. They'll sometimes provide a little analysis of it. And this one says here that I'm getting old. This scene explores themes of loss, isolation, and longing through the portrayal of a body devoid of physical or sensory experiences. Now that is an interesting concept. Very good. Nice. Good. Let's see what the second one has in store for us. Wrong thing. Me and my dumbass self. Here, I'll hit the wrong button. I was wanting to hit that one. And we're going to play the second version of Hilda Doolittle's Laith.
Nor skin, nor hide, nor fleece shall cover you, nor curtain of crimson, nor fine shelter of cedar wood be over you, nor the fir tree, nor the pine, nor sight of wind, nor gorse, nor river you, nor fragrance of flowering bush, nor wailing of reed bird to waken you, nor of linnet, nor of thrush, nor sight of a lover you shall long through the night, but for this, the roll of the full tide to cover you without question, without kiss.
All right, dude, don't have too much fun. Yeah, 2 is slightly better than 1, but today's show has been quite interesting. All of them have been good. Definitely no suckers, no snoozers, and all that stuff. Yeah, have a great one, pizza. So yeah, if you want to go, and like I said, if you like any of the ones, yep, David, number 2. So yes. So good afternoon. Oh, so today's show has been interesting. I like it. This is the ones we like, because Yeah, and you know, I put this. I didn't. I guess that's what goes for not putting much thought into some things. Just doing. Like I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and play the last one, and then I'll play out us a couple more, and then I got to go to school. This one, our last one, Robert Frost, Wind and Wildflower. This is the last of the 4-minuters. So, is it just going to be an ex-girlfriend or not?
Lovers, forget your love and list to the love of these. She a window flower and he a winter breeze. When the frosty window veil was melted down at noon, and the casual yellow bird hung over her in tune. He marked her through the pain. He could not help but mark, and only passed her by to come again at dawn. He was a winter wind, concerned with ice and snow, dead weeds and unmated birds, and little of love could know. But he sighed upon the sill. He gave the sash a shake, as witness all within, who lay that night awake. Perchance he hath prevailed to win her for the flight from the firelit looking glass and warm stove window light. Oh, but the flower leaned aside and thought of naught to say, and morning found the breeze 100 miles away. Perchance he hath prevailed to win her for the flight from the firelit looking glass and warm stove window light. But the flower leaned aside and thought of naught to say, and morning found the breeze 100 miles.
Interesting. Yes. Thank you, Mrs. Conn. I don't remember when I first heard of Robert Frost, but it's the stopping by woods on a snowy evening, the that refrain line, miles to go before I sleep. that always found it absolutely lovely. That was absolutely lovely. Like I said, today's show has been freaking great. So let's just go ahead and play the last one. And then I'll play a couple out and go to school. How's that sound to you guys? Here we go. This one is the 3 minutes and 37 seconds version of it. So let's see what we got in store.
Lovers forget your love and listen to the love of these. She a window flower and he a winter breeze. When the frosty window veil was melted down at noon, and the cotton yellow bird hung over her in June. He marked her through the pain, he could not help but mark, and only passed her by to come again at dark. He was a winter wind, concerned with ice and snow, dead weeds and unmated birds, and little love could know. But he sighed upon the sill. He gave the sash a shake, as a witness all within who lay that night awake. Perchance he hath prevailed to win her for the flight from the violet looking glass and warm stove window light. But the flower leaned aside and thought of naught to say, and morning found the breeze 100 miles away. Perchance he hath prevailed to win her for the flight from the violet looking glass and warm stove window light. But the flower leaned aside and thought of naught to say, and morning found the breeze 100 miles away.
Oh my Lord. What a way. Today's show has just been phenomenal. Great all the way around. You cannot decide. Well, yeah, both of them are great. I'm serious. If y'all have any y'all want me to post, I'll post, because today's is just wow. You know, you showed up at a good one, Becky. And Miriam, where is it? You didn't miss that banger. All right, and I'm going to play a couple more here because I can, and then I got to go to school. So, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here and let's go. Oh, you'll like this one, Becky.
If he could know my songs are all for him at silver dawn or in the evening glow, would he not smile and think it but a whim if he could know? Or would his heart rejoice and overflow as happy brooks that break their icy rim when April's horns along the hillsides blow? I may not speak till Arrow's torch is dim. The God is bitter and will have it so. And yet tonight our fate would seem less grim if he could know. Or would his heart rejoice and overflow as happy brooks that break their icy rim when April's horns along the hillsides blow? I may not speak till Arrow's torch is dim. The God is bitter and will have it so. And yet tonight our fate would seem less grim if he could know.
Keep it going.
Met the bishop on the road, and much said he and I. Those breasts are flat and falling now, those veins must soon be dry. Live in a heavenly mansion, not in some foul style. Fair and foul are near of kin, and fair needs foul, I cried. My friends are gone, but that's the truth. No grave, no bed denied. Learned in bodily lowliness and in the heart's pride. A woman can be proud and stiff when on love intent, but love is bitch's mansion in the place of excrement. For nothing can be sold that has not been rent. A woman can be proud and stiff when on love intent, but love has pitched his mansion in the place of excrement. For nothing can be sold or whole that has not been rent.
Oh yeah, that's one of the great ones. That's what William Butler Yeats. Yates. Yates as in Bates. Yes, the blues. And I'm going to play one more, my friends. I just gotta remind you everything we do here is done under fair use and in the public domain. And pretty freaking cool today, if you ask me. But more importantly, be safe out there. Have an awesome day and all that stuff. And I am going to play us out with, if you're driving, be careful. Don't press too hard on the pedal. No, wrong one. Just got to get to the right freaking folder here. The Unbeliever, Elizabeth Bishop.
He sleeps on the top of a mast with his eyes fast closed. The sails fall away below him like the sheets of his bed, leaving out in the air of the night the sleeper's head. Asleep he was transported there, asleep he curled. He'd have killed his ball on the mast top or climbed inside. I've killed his bird or blindly seated himself astride. I am founded on marble pillars, said a cloud I never moved. See the pillars there in the sea, secure in introspection. He peers at the watery pillars of his reflection. A gull had wings under his and remarked that the air was like marble. He said, up here I tower through the sky, for the marble wings on my tower top fly. But he sleeps on the top of his mast with his eyes closed tight. The gull inquired into his dream, which was, I must not fall. The spangled sea below wants me to fall. It is hard as diamonds, it wants to destroy us all.
Oh, yes. And we get to listen to things like that. I'm glad you like my streams. I'm glad you like what you hear, Becky. And thank you for dropping by. And yes, next time. Oh, no, here. I was going to do this one. Next time you're up like at the butt crack of, or before the butt crack of dawn. You know. Yeah. No, maybe. Actually, my biology is a biology class. My biology professor, she's pretty cool. She knows what she's doing. All right, my friends. Y'all have a good day. And I'm going to end this here now, because if I don't, I'll keep on talking. And I got to go. Hopefully you are fortified for your day or evening or afternoon, wherever you may be. Remember, hit the old like and make sure you're subscribed. climbing up there. You know, maybe one of these years we'll get to the 500 mark. I don't know. But in the meantime, I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun. And go out and have some fun today. I'm pretty sure I'll catch y'all this evening. But, yeah. No, I'll probably be doing this, that, and the other because, oh well. Yes, it has been a belting show. Back to work for me. Yes, all of us get to doing stuff. Have a cracking day. You know, listen to her. or Miriam will. You know, I had something there and it went away. So I'm